Welcome, my Love Light Lifers. Natty T here, your vibrational coach, and I help artists, freelancers, and entrepreneurs create using the law of attraction. Now, today we're talking about what you should do for easy manifestation. Thing is, some people seem to manifest really quickly and really easily. If you know one of these people, you might hate them. They could be your arch nemesis, but don't let your jealousy of it mar you, because you can do this too. It will take a little bit of time, but once you've done these things and when you work on these areas, you will find manifestation becomes so easy. Before we get into that though, I have a little good news. I'm going to be offering a free vibrational coaching session, one-on-one with yours truly. You can win this. I'm going to be holding a competition very shortly, probably a couple or two or three, I don't know. But I am going to be offering some free vibrational coaching sessions. If you want to be notified about that, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so that when those competitions go live, you are onto it. All right. Next, we're going to get into this. Okay, we're looking at 3 things you can do to make manifestation easy. Well, first of all, I'm going to point out to you, manifestation is easy. Doesn't matter where you are right now, take a look around. Everything around you, including the way you feel, emotionally, physically, mentally, the stuff around you, it's all a manifestation. That's how easy and effortless manifestation can be. But let's face it, we're not here to manifest what we've already manifested. We're here to find out how we can deliberately create much easier, because it feels like a struggle sometimes trying to get the things that we want, when the truth is the whole point of creating deliberately is to make it easier and to make it quicker. So let's find out what we can do. 3 things that we can do to make manifestation easy. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is you're going to find these 3 things have one thing in common, and that is we're dealing with core beliefs. All right, we're going down to the core. You can go really deep with core beliefs, because the more general and blanketed you get, the harder they are to shift. But when you do shift them, when you get to the shift, when they change, everything on top of it changes, which means that your whole life changes around you. Here's what I'm talking about. The first core belief that you want to address is self-worth. So this is going to encompass things like self-respect, self-love, self-care, self-worth. You do all of these things, respect, love, care. You do all of those things to yourself when you feel self-worth. When you do all of these things to yourself and you feel worthy, guess what happens? The universe starts to just give you things that match your worth. Not because you were less worthy before and now you're more worthy, so now you get this cool stuff, but because the universe is just mirroring, okay? The law of attraction is simply just mirroring. Don't get angry at the mirror. It's just doing its job, okay? So when you raise your self-awareness of your self-worth, the way that you look at yourself, your self-image, who you are, self, shift who you feel you are, how much you feel your worth. When you shift that, I guarantee you the universe will be lining up a whole set of other different things depending on where you set your worth bar, how worthy you feel. And it doesn't matter where that bar is now, because you can keep pulling it up and pulling it up and pulling it up until you can just never stop. And just get more and more worthy and more of a beautiful self-image of self. Just don't stop. Just keep getting more and more in love with yourself. And guess what? The universe will start reflecting more and more things to love about yourself, more and more things that belong to that person. Okay? The higher your self-worth, the more things you'll feel worthy of. And the more things you feel worthy of, the more things the universe can bring towards you that you want. That you need to feel worthy of a great partner, an amazing job, stardom, a new business. You have to feel worthy of these things. You must feel like you not only can do it, but you will do it, that that's who you are and that you got it. But you can't feel that way if you don't have that self-worth and that self-image. So start working on that. It can take a little while to shift, I will be honest with you, but when you do shift it, that's when it becomes easy. You don't have to sit and visualize everything you want now. That's a rookie move. Sitting there and just visualizing, I want to see this, I want to see that, I want to see this. And having to sit and visualize it first is happening because you're not in alignment with it. You don't feel worthy of it right now. The truth is, when you feel worthy, things are coming to you before you're even conscious that you want them. Ever heard that saying, getting what you didn't know you wanted? You brought me what I didn't know I wanted. That happens when you shift at a core level and you feel worthy. When you shift your self-worth, your self-image, and who you believe and think and feel and what you're expecting from yourself, when that shifts, then the universe, you just open the gate, and the universe, instead of the gate being this far open and then you have to, every time you want a manifestation, you gotta, and this one's too big, I gotta get it wider. Instead, at the core level, you just open yourself up. Now the gate is wide open and the universe is just throwing things in. Here you go, here's lots of money, here's the person that you desire, here's the job that you desire, lots of happiness, joy, experiences, fun. It doesn't even matter now because the stuff that's coming through is, yes, you'll get some stuff that you don't want to. You can't avoid it. That's how you know what you do want, is by experiencing things that you don't want. In fact, some of the things that you thought you did want will turn into things that you don't want. If anybody who has an ex that they don't want, you know this feeling. When you met your ex, you were very much convinced that you want them. I want this person. Yes, they're amazing. And then as your ex, you're looking at it now going, what did I ever want about them? But this is the feeling. Just know that you won't stop having contrast, but some of those amazing, lots of those amazing things that you're wanting will just start flying in much faster, much easier, because the gate is open at the core level. Instead of having to inch it open every time you want something to come through, sitting there visualizing, imagining, creating vision boards, do things on a core level. This is long term. While you're waiting for these long-term results, use the short-term stuff. That's okay. But have a long-term game plan. Shift who you are. Who do you want to be? If you are who you want to be, then all of the things that you want are coming to you, and they're coming quickly. Because the person who gets that stuff is somebody you think in your mind, that's the person who gets that stuff. But I'm not that person. But there's nothing stopping you from being that person. And being true to you. You don't have to be somebody else. You just have to feel worthy of the things that you want. Okay, what's our next core belief that we need to shift? Feel good. So basically this core belief is what feels good is good. In other words, it may not work out the way that you wanted it to. like the job that you really tried to get and was so happy when you got it, and then after a few months or a couple of years, you've decided this is the worst job ever, okay? What feels good to you is where you go. You listen to what feels good, not just physically, but you want to, we're at core level here, emotionally, and we're talking about mentally. In other words, if you want a different job because you have decided that this job is no longer in alignment with you and what you want, then allow yourself to retune to the feeling that you had when you first started the job. Even though it's crappy right now and you don't want it anymore, remember that feeling, because that feeling will take you to the next job that will feel that way. However, if you're focused on the way you feel about the job right now, then you will get another job that feels the way that your job feels right now. You got me? So you have to find the feeling first. Easy way to do it is, how did I feel when I got this job? I felt all of the potential and the accomplishment of getting the job and thinking it was going to be amazing. But everything is going to feel that way. When you want it and you go for it and you get it, it's going to feel amazing to achieve that thing. However, during the experience of having it, you will start to notice and pick up on some things about it that you don't want. And so then you'll have to retune yourself so that you can be attracting the feelings that you want rather than the feelings that you've got, before you can move on to something better. Okay? So it's a big cycle and it goes around and around and around. But you've got to be prioritizing the good feeling thought. I think to feel good. I think to feel good. I believe to feel good. Doesn't matter what's true. What you feel when you feel is what you will attract. And it doesn't matter if what you're using to make yourself feel this way, if it gets you in touch with those feelings, not the feeling of it could be or it should be, but when you feel this is who I am, doesn't matter what gets you there. What matters is that you get there, and when you get there, what is true will be revealed. In other words, what's true is how I feel. Don't worry about the conditions that I use to make me feel this way. Even if I was delusional and I was lying to myself, it doesn't matter. This feeling that I got felt amazing. And as long as it is that amazing feeling, that alignment, then you will attract something that feels like that. And then everybody else will go, oh yeah, you're right. It's true now. But it wasn't true before when you were believing it, just so you know. And they want to have a go at you. But the truth of the matter is, you knew you had to find the feeling some way. And so that's what you did. Okay? Feel good. Staying in that general place is another way to feel good. Okay? Don't get too specific. Remember, let the specifics come to you. Okay. The next thing that will help is follow your joy. So this is not just looking around and going, hey, this is what I've got and this is what I'm going to focus on so that I can feel better. These are the thoughts that I'm going to use because they feel better to me. And don't use thoughts to feel better. Just choose the thought that's occurring to you that feels better than the other thought. Okay? Or if you can find a better feeling thought, find a better feeling thought. In other words, don't try and convince yourself I am rich if you're not rich. Okay? However, a thought like, I come up with good ideas all the time. If I apply one of these, it could take me to riches. Or a thought like, hey, the universe does all sorts of amazing things for all sorts of different people. If I just let the universe bring me whatever I'm in alignment with, it could be $1 million. In other words, get general. They're usually general statements. Don't get too specific. But make sure that you're thinking in a way that helps you to feel good. So number 3 is that follow your joy, follow your bliss, follow your heart. In other words, when something feels good to you, when this intuition jumps in, don't question it. Okay? There is a feeling that you get, you know it, you've had it before, you just got to pinpoint it, that says excitement, curiosity, eager. It's ready to jump off of the diving board and into this thing. I'm so, you know the feeling, eager, excited, maybe even curious, but you just really want to go. You'll find that your intuition doesn't give you an explanation. If you find yourself rationalizing, that's your mind. And chances are your mind doesn't know what your intuition is trying to tell you. Your intuition is trying to take you around that resistance. Your mind is going, but I drive this way to work every single day because it's the shortest route. And this GPS, this stupid GPS, wants to take me the long way. And that's because the GPS knows something that you don't, and that is that there's traffic on this route and you'll get there faster if you go the long way. Okay? So when you have to do your own research on this, you have to pinpoint this feeling because it's a very specific feeling. And once you've identified it and you know what it feels like I said before, one of the indications can be, hey, I really, really am positively drawn towards this, doing this thing or not doing this thing. Yet my mind wants to rationalize why that's not a good idea. And to anyone else, it probably isn't. But your GPS is finding your route from where you are to where you want to be. And where you are and where you want to be are two locations that are never the same as anybody else's two locations. Some people might be coming from where you're coming from, but they want to go somewhere different. Some people might want to go somewhere that you want to go, but are coming from somewhere different. No one, no one is exactly the same. So if you are wanting to have easier manifestation, you want to be able to manifest quite easily the things that you want to get down in a core level, and you want to shift your self-perception, your self-worth, your self-image. Shift that. Number 2, you want to gear yourself to think in ways that feel good to you, that are going towards what you want, not away from what you don't want. And third of all, follow your instincts, follow your joy. Your path is your path. You will be surprised at how sometimes it makes no sense until something after this is revealed, and then you're like, I see what you did, universe. I see what you did. So just have faith that if you are listening to your intuition, it is knowing something that you're not, and you can trust it. It may take some time for you to learn how to trust it, but do the work, because it will be worth it. Manifestations will start coming fast and easy, fast and easy, fast and easy, and you won't even know what to do with them all. You'll have so many. So I hope that this has been helpful for you, and I will see you tomorrow.